Well, here we go. It is now time to start work on my Mortal Kombat 4 arcade cabinet. California Speed's been taking a lot of time, but I gotta get on this thing and start getting it ready to go. That way, when it's time to get the monitor fixed and get it into the shed, I can just move it without the monitor inside, making it a whole heck of a lot lighter. But I'm gonna work on cleaning it up right now. Start with that. I'm gonna start by taking the marquee off. I gotta get that speaker grill off. There is bird poop that is all right there. So I don't know, I'm gonna scrub that, probably have to paint some of it. But let's just start small. I'll get the marquee off and then we'll go from there. All right, so I thought I was recording me taking this off. I was not. I did mention that this is the first cabinet that actually had all these screws that held the marquee bracket in. And look at this print. The print is hardly burned at all. These lights always burn the heck out of them, and that's why I had to replace California Speed, but this is the original print and it looks really good. I'm gonna try to keep it somewhere very nice while I'm working on it. And here's the actual bracket that held it on. The bird poop, man, it's ridiculous. The bird poop and dirt. This is the underside of it, nice and clean. I'll just hose it off, scrub it, whatever I need to do. The next thing I wanna do is get this grill off altogether, so I'm gonna have to remove, yeah, there's a ground wire right here. I'm gonna have to remove the ground wire from the inside, pull this out, and then get all of these security screws off. So thankfully I was able to just do this. It wasn't very tight because I could not get, I don't have a tool to really get in there. So this worked out. Ooh, don't lose the nut. Oh man, this thing is in there too. There we go. All right, it is free. Let's get it off there. And yeah, there you go. You can see I'm holding the part with the poop, of course. But yeah, you can see there's poop there. Let's get that all cleaned up. I don't think I've ever had to clean bird poop off an arcade cabinet before, but here we are. So I've been going at this for a while now. This brush is actually pretty good. I can get it into the actual holes where all the poop has gotten into, work it around a little bit, and hopefully get the poop out of there. Unbelievable, right? So I don't think it's perfect, but it's definitely cleaner. You don't really see it as much. We are outside right now, which the game will never be seen outside again, hopefully. I'm gonna go put it on the cabinet and see how it looks. I'd like to avoid painting it just because I do not want to risk messing it up. You know, if it gets splotchy, it's going to look really weird. What you're seeing here really isn't that bad, so let me put it on the cabinet and make a decision that way. So I think the grill looks pretty good. I'm going to just leave it alone as it is for now. I mean, once it's in a darker environment, like in an arcade or in my arcade, you're not really going to see the few light spots that are here. So I'm just going to leave it alone for now. I've pretty much decided the T-molding is just going to be replaced. It's kind of in good condition, but might as well just start fresh at this point. So I'm not going to clean the T-molding. We'll just yank that off later. It's still kind of wet, but I took that monitor, or the marquee bracket, and took it outside and scrubbed it. Got pretty much all of it off. Some of it seemed like it might be bits of paint. But who knows? It could just be stubborn bird poop, but it's pretty clean. I got to work on this part, though. I don't know what the heck that is. That may be... I'm hoping that's paint and not poop that I'm about to scrape off with my fingernail. Got it off, and I'm pretty sure it was poop, so that's cool. Okay, I've never tried turning this on. There's really nothing in the cabinet except for the light, so I'm gonna hope it comes on. Let me flip the switch and see what happens. Where is the switch? Okay, well, something turned on. All right, there is a fan somewhere in the cabinet. Okay, and the power supply, and it's very noisy apparently. Well, it's good the light works. I'm behind the cabinet right now and trying to hear. I didn't even think about there being a fan inside the power supply. Boy, that sounds really crappy. I don't know, we may have to do something about that too, but at least the light works. All right, so I'm thinking I'm actually gonna take the entire control deck off temporarily just to make the cabinet a little easier to move. I need to paint the front of the cabinet, so if I can just pull this off, get it out of here, that will be a smart move, I think. And they make it pretty easy to do so. There's just a couple connectors right here you can disconnect. couple bolts, 1, 2, there's one over here, and then one right here, and the cabinet should lift off. I've never done it before, but I think I'm going to try it. I think it'll make things a lot easier for me. So I'm going to start by pulling these apart. Good thing they're color coded too, because I would not want to forget how they went and have to guess. Ooh, this thing is stuck. Ugh. Not bad though. Alright, I'm going to take this out of the... Actually, this is part of the part that's coming off. Other than that, I'm going to pull this ground wire off, which is... I can't seem to reach it. I'm looking at the camera, but got to get that off first, and then the whole thing should come off. Okay, let's see if this thing comes off. All right, that's pretty easy. So that makes the cabinet a little bit lighter for one, but it also gives me more access to work on things now, which will be nice. And since I plan on painting the front, that's less area I have to cover to not get paint on. Like I'm gonna have to cover the side art here to make sure no overspray gets on it. But yeah, I may have to do this, just leave this off actually to get it into the shed, make it a lot easier. I gotta get this glass off so I can, for one, clean it, get all this gunk. I'm worried that's gonna be really stuck to it. Get all this gunk off of it, make the cabinet a little bit lighter so I can get it out and get some painting done on the front of it. Wow, those are way longer than I expected. Let's see how difficult this is going to be to get off. Oh, not too bad. I thought it'd be stuck on. Do not want to let this glass fall. Oh, this is really, really dirty. The Mortal Kombat sticker is like stuck to it. I really hope I don't ruin it. Okay. Yeah, this thing is filthy. Good Lord. Wow, yeah, so this must have been in a very humid or possibly wet environment. I'm going to try to keep this on here because I really like that. Unless I can find a replacement. Yeah, this Caesar sticker is peeling back a little. This one up here is kind of peeling back a little, but I'm leaving it still. You can kind of see it's not perfect. It's got a ring around it, but I like it. I'm gonna leave it on there. All right, I've taped off the front. I'm gonna spray paint it, and unfortunately I have to do it in the street because I don't want to get spray paint all over my stuff. So not gonna record that, but I'll show you after. Well, I've laid the cabinet down in the driveway now, and while it's out of the garage, I'm gonna hopefully get this bird poop off with a little bit of water and scrubbing. So this cabinet did not have any of the casters on it, or the feet. I don't know if that's what they're called. I think casters are wheels, actually. Since it didn't have the feet, it's getting torn up on the bottom, so I'm going to install these, which were just sitting there in the coin box unopened. This is the part where Quan Chi says, "Hey, can you do my back?" Yeah, I'll get you fixed up, buddy. They don't knock these This is a little more tricky because I don't want water getting in the cabinet, so I duct taped it pretty tight right there. But if it gets in, I guess we'll just have to let it dry out. Quan Chi's all cleaned up. His big bald head is clean on top now. Let's see what it looks like, actually. Yeah, I think I took off some paint, scrubbing a little too hard, but it's pretty clean. The back is pretty clean, and the front is now much better. I always go with glossy on this. I don't know if someone's gonna argue with me on it, I'm sure, but I think it looks really nice. I did it with my Killer Instinct also. Well, I put the control deck back on for now. I did some cleaning of the glass, got all the poop and stuff out of here. And the glass is gonna need to be cleaned again. It's not perfect, but the marquee is back on. I didn't show all this stuff just because it's not very exciting to watch me clean stuff, really. But it's on here for now. I don't like how the print slipped out of the track down there. I'm gonna have to fix that the next time the glass is off, or maybe I'll just take it off and fix it again. But that's all I'm doing for today. Next time I'm out here, I need to get in here. I need to label all the wires since I don't want to remember where they went. Pull them all off, pull the controls out, and see if this art is salvageable. If it's not, I'm gonna order a new piece. Alright guys, sorry for the abrupt end to this video. I was going to do this in one giant video like I did with California Speed, but looking back at the numbers on California Speed, I'm not sure people enjoyed the larger video or everything all at once video, so what I'm going to do is probably break this up into 2, possibly 3 videos of the repair of Mortal Kombat 4. And stretching this out a little bit kind of helps me out because I have COVID right now. I'm still trying to get rid of that. I'm feeling a decent amount better. It's just I'm still tired and can't really have, you know, JoJo come over. I can't get things done. The monitor saga will probably be the end part of this whole thing. We're still trying to figure it out. You know, we get ups and downs with the monitor, and we're finally at a point where, yeah, it's working, but there's still another problem. So I've got to get that figured out, and then we will be done with Mortal Kombat 4, and it will be in here in hopefully the next couple of weeks. It's been delayed tremendously. I feel like I've lost an entire week of my life with COVID so far. I don't even know what happened. It was kind of like I came home from work, I think it was Wednesday last week, like, hey, I feel kind of crappy, and then all of a sudden tomorrow's Wednesday, and I don't even know how a whole week went by. So I really hope you're going to enjoy the Mortal Kombat 4 Fix-Up series. It's going to help pad me as I get through this rough time, and then I'll get back to getting things done, and hopefully we'll be streaming again maybe this weekend, but I don't know. Unless I get a boost of energy, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough to do it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to be sure you don't miss the rest of the Mortal Kombat 4 repair saga, and leave me a comment letting me know what you think. I mean, I'm trying to get it as nice as I possibly can without, you know, breaking the bank. We don't have to make it look showroom beautiful, but I want it to be a nice cabinet. It's one of my favorite arcade games, and I want it to look nice sitting next to my Killer Instinct over there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.